Hello, everybody. It is me, Geeky Bear. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. With me, obviously, Geeky Bear.
Wait,
Did you know that there's Shaman and Giratina in this game?
Ha! You've already broke it.
I
Ha!
know,
Ha! Ha!
I know,
Get
I
fucked.
know.
Get
I
fucked.
fucked up so bad.
I was gonna be like, but my Switch isn't out yet. I didn't realize we were playing a game.
Shit.
But you fucked up, so ha ha. Shame, 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 shaman.
Shaman.
Yes,
Uh,
Alex. Go
we are
ahead.
watching. What movie is it called? Pokemon Movie 11, Giratina and the Sky Warrior.
Or just Pokemon Giratina and the Sky Warrior. You have to put the movie 11 in there. Though it is movie 11. Good
Yeah,
knowledge
it's the
there.
11th movie.
But it's the 12th
Thank you.
review we're doing.
Yep. Bit out of order, but yes.
Not really.
Not
It's just like we
really.
just put like that extra
We
one in.
just put, we gave you a bonus episode.
Bonus.
Bonus, yes.
Yes.
This movie starts off as it always does with a lovely intro that doesn't really have that many callbacks apart from two trainers from the games, being Brandon and Lucas.
This review, however, starts with the usual Tom's notes of information.
Oh. Sorry.
A bit too far ahead, sir. The movie was released in 2008 in Japan, or being released in 2009 in the UK and the US, and pretty much every other country. And just like last week's one, this was released as part of the Diamond and Pearl box set in 2018 before going solo in 2019. It also had a DVD release in 2015, I think it was. I think 2009 was like the TV sort of premiere-ish. I do actually remember watching this on TV.
I don't.
I do. It was on like CITV, like a Sunday morning or something like that. I was like 8 in the morning.
CITV.
Still going. But now, back to the regular schedule of programming.
Giratina just wants to get a lovely little sippy of the lake of water out of nowhere.
So that was a new intro then again.
I think so.
It didn't look similar.
The images are all different.
Yeah, and the sort
and everything.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, hey, that's the guy who's in the game. That's the guy from Diamond and Pearl game. The design.
And then there's also the person from Ruby and Sapphire who he was fighting with two new Pokemon, which were Rhyperior and Magmortar. We also see a Electivire as well during I think it was the intro of the movie. There was one thing which I found a bit strange because I've only just realised about it. There wasn't a music intro with like Ash fighting someone or anything.
Oh, or like doing anything? Oh shit! I did not even. Don't you just don't? No, you are paying attention, but you don't realise something like that. And
yeah, I've only just realised. I haven't wrote it down in my notes, and I'm like, was it actually in there?
Dude, there wasn't one. It just played straight through, pretty much.
There wasn't anything. Like there wasn't like there was a bit of backstory to like Shaman and like why Giratina wants to eat him and with Dialga, but there was no Pokemon music after to like show.
Or like half hour into the movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't realise.
In the words of Owen Wilson, wow.
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 Wow. Wow.
I did not.
Wow.
I did not realise that at all. Huh.
I forgot as well.
I was wondering why I hadn't wrote anything like that in my notes, because those are usually the best parts, usually.
I know.
There's a few that are a bit iffy, but usually they get your feet tapping, like, yeah, the music. They get you dancing like Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
But, this time it doesn't. Oh, shit, I didn't realise that. But I do. Go on.
It's just out of nowhere. I thought about it, and I was just like, I don't actually remember if there was a part in there.
There was not.
It's kind of shit. There wasn't really much notes for me at the beginning of the movie, apart from Giratina being like a laggy boy, because of Dialga apparently putting him in a time loop. Okay. Giratina just doesn't like Dialga because of what he did in the last movie, which I thought was nice.
Yeah, where is it?
Because there was a few callbacks to the previous movie.
Yeah, on my notes here, I put obviously about the connection to the last movie, and it is the first time it's ever happened.
Yeah.
Apart
Like,
from
we've
that
had,
Mewtwo Returns movie, that's the only other one it happened in, but that doesn't
Yeah.
count because it's not main timeline. It's not like main timeline movie, but it's the first one in this sort of collection of movies that actually is linked plot wise to the previous one, and it's actually set up by that one. This is the first ever direct sequel to a previous movie. So I'll give it a lot of credit for doing that. It's never been done, so I'll give that credit.
I think the Diamond and Pearl movies do that, apart from the last one.
I don't think the next one connects to them. I don't think. From what I was
I
reading,
think
it didn't say online when I was reading, and it's come up.
They might not connect, but like they are connected because there's literally only one version of the legendaries. Because singularity. Bike. Also, Pokemon did you wash your hands joke first.
In my notes here, I put Ash and Brock becomes Craig and James instantly with that joke.
Yeah. Did you wash your hands?
That's what I messaged you. That's why I said to you that message this morning saying I got a good joke. That was it. I was like, wait, when did Brock and Ash just become like James and Craig instantly?
Or was it James and Craig? Or did James and Craig become Ash and Brock? Craig does like to eat a lot of James's food.
Wait, which one are we saying to here?
James is Brock. Ash is Craig. Only for this movie. Well, only for this time. Literally, this one, like, 2-second scene. And then they're back to normal.
And they're back the way around.
Yeah. Where Craig gets left behind and does nothing for the entire movie.
I actually have a question for you.
Oh, okay. I like questions.
Do you know where in the timeline this is actually set in terms of Diamond and Pearl? For the fact that there's a lot of ones that have evolved. There's a lot of trades. There's a trade happened.
Yeah, so there's a trade happened between Buizel and Apalm.
Yeah, which is an
and it's also when Turtwig learns Energy Ball and Apalm evolves. So it's before Heart Home, the Heart Home gym. It's in between when Ash goes to get his fighting badge, so his 4th badge.
Yeah.
And this 3rd badge. Well, it's not even there because if they've been to Heart Home, they've been to this town after because they've been to the Unknown Ruins and done all that because that's where Apalm evolves. So it's either between Dawn's ribbon and the fighting gym because I think Bulbasaur, Turtwig evolves very soon.
To Growl.
Or Staraptor. So it's somewhere in between there. Oh, no, actually, no. It's after the fighting gym. Because Buizel knows Water Pulse.
Thank you for clarifying this for me. I just wanted to know that information.
I need to watch Diamond and Pearl again. I might do a U.
I got it for another few days for free before it pays $2.99 a month.
Don't worry, I have my ways.
The reverse world looks cool.
Pardon?
The reverse world looks cool.
Yes, it looks very nice. I like how it's all upside down. Well, not just upside down. It's actually like somewhat like in the games, apart from low gravity, and you can't jump in the games. Fix it, Pokemon.
So that's what I put on my notes as well. The scene when Brock's talking to Nurse Joy, and she's got glasses on, and Brock suddenly has glasses. Where the hell did he
I
have
know.
glasses from? Did he put them out his ass?
I thought that too.
I was like, wait, why is Brock wearing glasses right now?
Also, we have another instance of Piplup being Ash about to fight Shaman.
He bites his
Yeah.
flipper.
Yep. Tut tut tut.
Also,
Shame.
Shaman spits the truth in this movie.
Oh, okay, here's the quote that he wouldn't tell me earlier.
Dawn is way better than Ash.
She is actually, yeah.
Shaman spitting the truth.
Yeah.
The quote I didn't tell you.
Okay.
That's all. I just wanted to say that.
One of my quotes is Brock saying, like Nurse Joy saying, "Ah, yes, Shaman's the gratitude Pokemon," and Brock being, "I'm the gratitude person."
I wouldn't say Shaman's very gratitude. It's right arsehole the entire movie, pretty
I
much.
know. He's a right prick.
He's up there with the likes of Jirachi and all that.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see repetition in these films' plots.
Jirachi wasn't too bad. It was just the fact that, like, he was basically a child. Manaphy couldn't really talk. It was another child. Then, like, I think Shaman's just the top of the leaders of being a fucking bitch. He is a fucking bitch in this movie. When he goes into Sky form, he's not too bad. But when, at the very beginning, he's a little fucking bitch. Team Rocket gets stolen.
Before I talk about Team Rocket, actually, I also noticed, obviously, with this new bad guy that's in there.
Zero, yeah.
Yeah, his computer AI sounds awfully similar to the one from Pokemon 2000 in the sense that it's like
I did see a resemblance to that.
It makes the comment of Giratina is like in this certain location. I was like,
surface.
that and like the visual very much looks like the bad guy when he's on about Articuno is approaching Fire Island. I was like, this is sounding very awfully similar to the concept of Pokemon 2000 with his AI here. Yes, Team Rocket. They become slaves.
They do, yeah.
Jesse and James don't think they did. They both are like, oh, we like this guy's like #1 students, and Meowth's like, he just makes us get things for him, like lots of things. I was like, okay, that's not a top student. They just become slaves to this guy now. This random ass stranger, like cut off shorts. It looks like he's been there for ages.
And a shield on.
I like shield on.
I've got to say though, I think it's quite funny that there's just like a folder in like for the movie where they've got all of the voice actors going because like they're just jumping, and every single time they jump to like walk or like just normal walking, great.
Actually, I wanted to bring up here is something that you brought up when you was watching the end of the film when I joined the call. The fact that obviously Team Rocket somehow get left behind, but somehow make it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I've got
Team
here is the fact that
basically the entire movie in the distortion world.
Yeah, obviously no one. Obviously they know they're in there because they've already met them. They're like, oh, why are you with these guys? But then no one afterwards goes, hey, what happened to Team Rocket? So, RIP Team Rocket just falling down a cliff.
Yeah, into Regigigas and then blasted off by a hyper beam.
Yeah, because obviously this is the final, up to this gen, the final Reggie, isn't it? Because we've had all the others in the Lucario one. So obviously we now got Regigigas.
Like, I was typed in my notes. I'm pretty sure Regigigas is in this movie. Because, like, we watched a movie, didn't we, before a Pokemon movie, and I was like, I could have sworn that this Pokemon was in this movie, but it wasn't. So I basically just thought, oh, maybe I just dreamt it. And I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't dream this one. That actually was in here. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's in this movie. Yes.
That's another thing I got my notes here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Ash is not a great trainer. He just literally leaves his Pokemon to get captured. To
Mm.
save his own ass. He runs away, lets Turtwig and Chimchar get
Chimchar.
captured.
And
Pikachu
he's like,
almost gets captured, and he just yeets off. He's like fucking straight out of there. I was like, dude, help him out! Fight off those mechanical arms!
Pikachu gets captured by Team Rocket with a glove. Ash jumps 20 feet in the air,
Yeah, no.
to like open the glove. Chimchar and Turtwig return. I really enjoyed the train scene, the train fighting scene.
I like the visual on the window when you saw Giratina flying across the window.
Yes.
That was cool. I was like, oh. But then, yeah,
Yeah.
I did like the one because it was Magnemites, wasn't it? And
Yeah. Magnemites, Magnetons, and Magnezones.
yeah, no, obviously all attacking the train. I like the bit when it's
Yeah.
just the big fat fuckers left behind.
Yeah.
And everyone has to like unleash everything on him just to unwedge him from that fucking. It's like
Yeah, you
some
got
fat
Bubble
guy getting
Beam,
stuck.
Thunderbolt.
It's just have to wedge him out, and it's the bit when the train goes away. Then they're all just wedged into the wall outside, and it's like,
Yeah, I was just like, return. Yeah, it's great. There was a part of it which got me a bit confused, and that was why Zero wanted Shaman. He never actually said why he wanted him.
just wanted to open the portal. That's all.
But the thing is how would he know that the portal could be opened by Shaman?
Maybe he. I don't know.
Because Seed Flare basically just doesn't do much, really. It just unpollutes air. That's basically what the move does in this movie. But for some reason, that gave Shaman the ability to talk without telepathy, because it won't be able to learn it, as well as magical portal powers.
Can't learn it, but Brock still says he has it.
Hmm.
Which it just shocks me the fact that all of them are still shocked by the fact that Pokemon can talk using telepathy.
Yeah.
It's not like that hasn't happened like a million times already, Ash from Brock.
It's not like that they don't know a normal.
Dawn, you're okay for the fact that
Yeah.
you're new to
True.
all this, but I mean, Ash and Brock have been in these movies for a long time. They've met a lot of Pokemon that can fucking talk.
And it's also not like they know a Pokemon that can talk every single episode that they see it.
Yeah, Meowth doesn't count now because he talks normally.
He learned to talk, but what's stopping other Pokemon from learning to talk like that, though?
The writer's writing it into the script.
Maybe. They must have been very fucking high to type. Meowth talks.
I forgot it. I got a joke where obviously when all the big actions are coming off, the whole ice is moving, and all the Pokemon are like trying to stop the ice by obviously using the ice beams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bidoof and Bebo are actually doing something useful for a change.
They always do something useful. Leave them fucking alone.
They're useless. Both of them are useless.
Leave them alone.
They're useless.
Leave them alone, Tom. You hear me? You leave Bidoof alone. Bidoof is God. He is next in line from Arceus. He will take over the throne. You hear me?
Piece of shit. Take it or leave it. It's a piece of shit.
If you come on Saturday, I will beat the shit out of you on that buzz.
Okay, I came about 5 minutes before. I didn't.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
I like the Giratina ship. After Giratina gets taken and gets to like 99% of its power taken. I don't. Did you just fart?
No, my chest broke.
Okay. I was gonna say it wouldn't surprise me.
No, my chest broke.
Other than the Giratina ship, which Zero rides, which basically looks like Giratina, and I think it looks great.
I do find it funny with that ship that Ash is clearly watching Giratina follow the shit out of this, and he's not doing anything, and yet he thinks Pikachu, Chimchar, and Turtwig can do anything to it.
I know, right?
This big legendary is not doing any damage, but my Pokemon, they can do it because I'm the protagonist.
The one thing that irritates me about movies, I know, with the percentage of loading up, Like if it's like something very dangerous, it'll always stop on like 99% or 1 second. Why not 97 or 87%? You know,
Because it's the idea of it was so close but yet so far away.
I know, but it's so overdone.
Maybe logic. You got to get that 1% off.
Mm. Also, Giratina was basically pronounced dead in this movie,
Yep, until
but
Shane
then used aromatherapy.
works the magic.
See, this is another thing. Aromatherapy. It doesn't heal. It just basically gets rid of a status condition.
Look. We established
It's
this.
not.
Movie
It's not.
logic
No,
doesn't
no, no,
count
no.
for the game.
No, they've actually been.
Giratina just died in IRL as well.
Yep. Oop. In the in the games and the TV show, they've actually been a lot better with putting the moves on and making it more like realistic. Which is why I don't understand why they've made it like that. They could have gave Shaman like I don't know, late seed or something. But aromatherapy, bro. What kind of status condition did it have? Death.
Yes, exactly.
I don't remember that being a status condition. And Regigigas waking up. It's slow start.
I do like that, the fact that it was locked behind the ice, and the fact
Mm,
that it only awoke because of the ice being like destroyed, like global warming and shit.
yeah,
I
it
like that.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting way of bringing him into it, rather than obviously just like being out in the world or something like that. It's a nice idea that he's there, so as soon as this goes, he comes into play to try and stop it. So he brings his
Well,
army of mammoth swines.
yeah. But the thing is, there's going to be two Regigigases in this Pokemon world now. Because there's that one, which is locked behind the glacier, and then there's also the one in Snowpoint City, which is asleep. But I think there's only one meant to be only one Regigigas because Regigigas is the one who created the other Regis, and I can't see there being two Regigigases to create the other Regis.
Is that from the anime or another movie?
Both.
Remember, movies don't really follow on from anything but the
Yeah,
movies.
I know.
I know. They can get away with shit like this.
Let me just have my logic, okay?
Well, I'm done with my notes anyway.
Yeah. Happily ever after. The left team rocket behind.
Somehow managed to get out.
Yeah. Ash, Brock, and Dawn sending the Grace of Deer flowers to their parents, well, mums.
Question: they're flowers. Obviously they'd die, right? After a while.
They will die. Yeah.
But I mean, Ash had to send his further than any. Ash and Brock had to send theirs further than anyone else.
It's still walkable, apparently, according to the anime. Because you see Ash. You see Ash. Actually, no, they have to catch a boat, don't they?
So those flowers won't be as bright and colourful as they were.
They could have sent it by plane.
Hmm.
Because
Air Raptor.
Johto and Sinnoh are right next to each other. Game logic wise. So Johto is right next to Kanto. So maybe there's like an express route from Sinnoh to Kanto.
Maybe.
Let's just go with that. But it was a nice chilling music at the very end.
So it wasn't as impactful as like some of the other ones, but it wasn't as bad as like some of the other ones.
Yeah, I thought it was actually very nice and very fitting for this movie, for the Pokemon anyway, for the graceful Pokemon, which was a little bitch, but you know, other than that, he kind of grew it. His attitude got better during the end, near the ending of the movie, which was good. Just at the very beginning, where he's like a little spoiled little Karen's child spawn. Yeah. And Team Rocket got out, and then they fall in front of Regigigas, and then they die to a hype beam.
You've said that already.
I don't care. I'm saying it again.
That's the third time you said that, man.
And then Team Rocket get out of the portal, land in front of Regigigas, and then they get died by a hyper beam.
Anyway, moving on to the overall, I've got written down here. Obviously, some of the plots are now starting to look very similar in terms of how they are, because obviously, little Pokemon, big Pokemon, bad guy involved, trying to get the little Pokemon to get the big Pokemon. It's looking very similar. So, it kind of makes this movie average. But I will give this movie credit for being visually stunning. The animation looks fucking superb. And actually being a direct sequel and having this connection to a previous movie rather than just like its own standalone movie like every other fucking one is. That is another bonus for me. Does it do Pokemon Platinum justice? Not really. But it does have some moments which make you go, okay, I'm getting that's quite cool. That's really interesting. Oh, that's good. So obviously that would altogether give it like a 3, but obviously the animation and the actual continuation for me ups it a little bit. So I think a 3.5 Slifotions, Typhlosions is probably about right out of 5.
I thought this movie was a lot better than I thought originally. Shaman was a little bastard. But other than that, it was pretty decent. Yeah, animation, beautiful. Water, fantastic. Don't know why I've got a craving for water recently with animation and that, but it's great. So I remember you showed me the Over the Horizon.
Horizon Forbidden West.
That's it. Game trailer, and I was going off a bit of water, but for some reason, water's like become my new thing in animation. Just like, I think it's ever since Moana, because like learning how hard it is to animate water and doing it so well, it's great. But yeah, hmm, I thought it was good. Nice that they introduced Regigigas as well. Kind of like throwing him in, but at the end, which was a bit of a shame. But oh well. This is in the movie and actually showing up in one of them. They could have done a Reggie movie, but a bit later on in the line. So
That would have been interesting.
like Sword and Shield time when they had
the new ones.
Draco and yeah. Like it could have shown a bit of the past, like when Regigigas was making them, because that's what he does apparently. He makes Reggie gnomes. I wish Zero had a bit more background, not like just throwing in backstory. And it's kind of shit because he's basically just copying the second movie's villain.
Yeah.
And we didn't actually he wanted to have control over the distortion world, but basically that's what Team Galactic want in the show and games. So we've already been there, seen that. So they could have had like something completely different, like, oh, I want to collect Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina to summon Arceus, and then that could have been a good way to set up the next movie. To make it like that, but no, they just had a plain, boring villain. And yes, it's getting stale with the same things. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it about the same, about 3.5 out of 5 slowpokes. I think then, not 3.5 out of 3.5 or 3.5 out of 4. 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I think that's probably about right for where it is.
It's better than average, but it's not great.
I think it's probably the Black Sheep of the Diamond and Pearl movies. If from my knowledge, if I remember correctly, the other two being actual good movies. If we watched them and it turned out to be wrong, then fuck me.
Okay.
But you know what, Alex? I bet the audience are wondering right now, what's with the day currently? It's Sunday. It's going out now. What? Yeah, it's just like I just thought I'd give myself some extra time to edit them. But on a Sunday instead of a Wednesday.
Oh well, just gives you something to watch on a Sunday.
Exactly. And it will help then with one that's coming up in a few weeks' time, where it's a split between me and him.
Oh god,
which we'll explain later. Because next week actually it's Pokemon Arceus and
the Jewel of Life.
Yeah, Jewel of Life.
I have to guess that name.
I had my notes and I turned it off and I was like, shit, is it Jewel of Life? Yes it is. Thank you, Alex.
I just guessed it. I saw it a bit earlier and I was just like, okay. And I was just like, wait, was it actually called Jewel of Life?
Jewel of Life.
Okay, cool.
So, tune in next time.
When it's Tom's intro, and it's going to be a lot better.
At the same bat time, same bat place, just on a Sunday now.
Yep.
I just thought, fuck it. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.